really wrecks my mood when me and my son fight, okay? Not fight like so much in a bad sense, but fight when he doesn't listen or do what's needed or do what he's supposed to do. Should I go this way? Um, I keep trying, regardless if he's in public school or private school, the information that I get on him about is the same. Um, After practice yesterday, and it's again, like I tell you guys, it's always until 7 o'clock, which makes a very long day for me. Um, yes, it's easy to say, oh, well, just go do something. Well, I do, but I don't want to add another activity. Um, every time I be a part of something, it's me. I obsess with it, and I don't want to, create and join all these other new things or new groups or new fellowships and things like that. So, I make a couple stops, and then by the time I get to his school, it's always about maybe like 6:15. But still, by that time, I'm ready to like just go home. I mean, we get up at 6 a.m. It's like it's a long day, and then still have to do homework and things like that, and even the work that I have to do on the computer. But you just never know when you're going to get Wi-Fi, so it's just always like something little. Anyway, he gets to the car. Always have like food for him because it's so late by the time he's done. So he's like, Mom, can you drive me back down to the other side of the school? I'm like, Jared, I want to go. I'm tired. He forgot his goalie jersey for soccer. I'm like, how did you forget your jersey? Like, you had practice right after school. Why didn't you just throw it in your book bag? It's not like your locker is a whole one-bedroom apartment. So, after, I didn't get upset. After he went in there and got his jersey, we're headed home, okay? Headed home. His coach texts me, hey, I'm still here at the field. Jared left his books and his goalie gloves up here at the field. You see my face? Like, I flipped out so bad on him. I'm like, are you kidding me? How do you leave your books for school? And then he's like, when he saw how upset I was, he's like, Mom, I can just get the books tomorrow. I'm like, what do you mean get the books tomorrow? He was like, because the coach's son rides the same school bus as me. Two things. I'm like, why are you relying on that? B, do you have homework? Yes, ma'am. Of course you do. That's why the book is up at the field, because you was taking the book home. So if you have homework, how are you going to rely on the coach's son to be on the school bus to bring your book? Oh, I can do it in homeroom. But what if this coach's son doesn't ride the school bus? Then what? What are you going to do in homeroom? Then I said, C, number 3, just like college, Jared, I pay for your books. You're in a private school. But I said, even if you weren't in a private school, I said, do you understand, like, it's still time management, focus. You have, like, Jared has at least, like, no lie, he has at least, like, 15 book bags and about maybe 4 or 5 duffel bags. Yeah, like duffel bags. So he can, like, put his pants and his soccer gear and things like that. I was so upset. So, all the extra things that I got for him to eat, did he eat? No. Last night, he did his homework, and it was very hard to be that angry and stay that angry at him. But I'm just like, are you kidding me? Or I said, we're not doing this. I will pull you off the team. If it's too much, I said, I know this is just like the second week in the schedule. It's not, the schedule isn't even so much rigorous. It's just time management, which is something I've been fussing at him about since he's been in the first grade. Time management. Do this, do that. Here's a schedule. Here's a list. And I told him, I said, one more time, you're getting pulled off the team, and I mean it. It's ridiculous. It's selective. You can't, if it's baseball season or, he makes sure he has what's needed for the, I'm just not doing it. Like, I was so, so angry. And after he got his shower, I guess he was, he was probably waiting for me to break down and say, oh, well, there's your food. No, you don't deserve that. So he made something himself. And I tell him, when he does things he's not supposed to do, or he does things that disrupts the flow of our life, and he knows better, it stops me from doing the extra things that I do. I clearly explain things that moms do and the things that mommies do. There's a difference between a mom and a mommy, just like a dad and a father or whatever. And so even this morning, he was so flustered. I can tell. He was, besides getting his stuff together. I help him with his bag. I do everything. Granted, some things as a parent, they're growing. You have to help your kid. I don't care how smart they are. You have to help them. But I kept telling him, I said, watch the time. I said, I'm not driving you to school. Watch the time. And I can tell, like, he's about to break down in the kitchen. I said, Jared, when you don't do the things that are required of you, you miss out on the little extra things that I do for you. I said, all the little stuff that you're standing there like, oh gosh, like, okay, I know what to do, but she multitasks and she does things, so quickly and blah, blah, blah. And I said, you can do it too. I said, just imagine if Grandpap was a military dad, it's almost like my father was like in the military. He wasn't, but some of the attributes that why I'm the way that I am. I said things would be a lot more tougher for you, and I said, no, not tougher. You would have your act together. I said, going forward, get half your stuff at night and the other half in the morning. We're not doing this anymore. You will get pulled from so many activities. I'm not doing this. I'm not giving you all these chances. No, you know better. It's ridiculous. So, at the end, I was helping him out, and I just felt like the aura in the kitchen just kind of go down. Like, he was so grateful. He's like, thanks, Mom. You're welcome. I said, do what you're supposed to do. Do your part. That's it. Do your part. He was walking me out to the car, and again, out of all the things that was going on between him and me in the morning, and we saw our neighbor, we chatted for a little bit. So as he was walking me to the car, I was like, oh, I have to go back. I didn't even lock the door. I said, the keys are in my hand, but I said, I don't remember locking the door. So I hugged him and kissed him and reassured him, let him know I loved him, and gave him his money for his stop. What is this car doing? Because I don't like to send him to school. If we have like a disagreement, even if it's something that he did that was like very wrong, or just something he wasn't supposed to do, I don't like to send him to school like that, because when we're not okay, it really does disrupt like his day, and I don't want that. So as I was going back in the house, he was walking toward the school bus, and I was like, Jared, I love you. You hear, Mommy? I love you. And like, you should have saw just the smile that he had in his big teeth. Like, I love you too, Mommy. I'm like, it's gonna be okay. But again, you have to do your part, but you can do it. Oof. Jesus be offense. Like, Jesus, Jared, and me. Ooh, that's a nice book title, isn't it? Jesus, Jared, and me. Yeah. Because there is nobody else. There isn't. Alright, you guys. talk to you later. Later. I pray that our days get better. They will, in Jesus' name. They will. They have no choice to. They will. They are. Even right now as I speak, the day has gotten better. Even though I'm fiending for coffee, and I've been doing good, not drinking any, but seeing my neighbor walk to her car with this beautiful vase of coffee. Ooh, it just looks so good. It was like a trigger. Ooh, I need this light. I need this light. Sorry. Alright, you guys. Bye-bye.